Alright, hello everybody. I'm Ethan from Other Than Ethan Productions, and today we are reviewing the Awakening Super Saiyan Goku from the Namek Saga when he first went Super Saiyan. So, hold on, let me move him out of the way for a second. Here's the box. It has him charging up, screaming. It's over Frieza. It's got him fighting, his fist, the standard stuff on the back, super action, the charge effect not included. Just some poses from Namek. And firstly, let's get the stuff that's included in the box out of the way. Oh, jeez. I hate opening this box this much, but it's fine. Come on. Come out. Damn, I don't want to break the box. What is stopping it from coming out? Oh, this. There we go. So here's the clamshell. He comes with... I'll lay everything out. Move the clamshell out of the way. It comes with 2 grasping hands, 2 sort of karate hands, his fighting grip hands, his normal fighting stance, sort of, don't really know what to call these, grasping hands, I guess. Hold on, getting it out of the clamshell. Here we go. He comes with one of these. I believe these are actually the same hand. This finger just got a little bit bent out of shape. His fingers here got a little bit bent out of shape than this one. This is a grasping hand. Then he comes with 2 fully sort of palmed hands for shooting out a ki blast, for like firing off like the angry Kamehameha or something. These are all the hands, and these are the extra faces, a yelling and a... Hold on, let me get the yelling out. A yelling, powering up face, and then a teeth-gritted face for when he first went Super Saiyan. Thing of note, his eyebrows are looking markedly brown on mine. This could just be a print defect, but it's not too bad. Once you have the bangs over his eyes, it's easy to not notice. He also has... Whoops... He also has a stern-looking face for probably when Frieza tries to punch him, or when Frieza tries to shoot Gohan and he grabs his hand, and Frieza's like, "What the?" That scene right after he went Super Saiyan. I will keep his stern face on for now, but once we get into posing, I'll start to throw on his other faces. Let me put the clamshell away. Oops, wrong slots. Ki blast hands. One last view. Full palmed hands for firing out a ki blast. He's got his sort of Kamehameha charging hands, or just like a normal light ki blast hands. Let's go there. We have the grasping hands. These 2 are grasping hands. These fingers just got a little bit messed up. Probably from shipping. Those go in here, right? Yeah, that looks about right. And then we have the 2 sort of fighting stance hands for, when he strikes his pose. The one. It's in the super opening, the first one. And it's just his normal pose, the one he did against Vegeta when he first showed up in the Saiyan Saga. Alright, let's close up the clamshell and package everything up again. Come on, close up. Uh-oh, that's not good. Hold on. I wish... a word to Bandai. If you see this, make these tighter fits. Don't make them so hard to pull. Make them harder for them to just pop out while you're closing this, because I accidentally sandwiched a hand in there for a while, and it bent the fingers without me knowing because it's covered up in the box. But anyways, let's get this box out of the way. Close this up. Very nice box. I like this art. Here's the Bandai sticker, so you know it's not a bootleg. Ages 15 and up is what they recommend. Alright, let's go on to the articulation. So it's Goku here. He's got a great range of articulation. He was the first 2.0 figure, so he has the better body, better posing. So let's start from the feet and move upwards, as we traditionally do. He's got a toe articulation, so if you want him running, you can have him launching off. He has a up and down in the foot, not a lot, but some, a ankle roll. He doesn't have boot cut. There's a little bit of grime there, sorry. I'm not sure if that's showing up on camera, though. He has it on both feet. Now, here at the shins, there's two different molds. Here, there's a hole in it. Here, there isn't. Some heavy shading there. I think that's just a print mishap. But then he has his knee articulation. Very, very good. His kneecaps look a little strange, but not too bad. He has it on both feet, or both legs, rather. He has an up or forward, back, splay out. Splay. You can't really splay them in, but I don't know why you would want to. You can spread the legs out like that. Same on the other leg. This is a little bit loose, but that's because they don't want it getting in the way. This is a nice rubbery material, so it's easy to pose around. He has a slight ab crunch, not that much. I'm sure with some wear, this would get, more usable. Then in the head, you have a side-to-side, up and down, and, in the arms, he has a slight roll forward and back. He has an up, a down, a rotation in the bicep. He can bend at the elbow and rotate his hands. You can get some really strange poses out of this. Like you can put his hands behind his back for whatever reason if you want him getting arrested by the Galactic Patrol. But posing wise, this figure's great. He's to give you a sense of scale of how big he is and how big another figure is. Give me 1 second. To give you a sense of scale, here is Gogeta Blue from Figuarts. He's taller, as he should be, but they don't really scale all that well. Kind of looks like, like that meme that was out a little while ago. Don't talk to me or my son ever again. But let's get him out of the way, just to give you a sense of scale, how big he is. He's about, I believe, 6.5 inches tall, it is, but I could be wrong. He's got great molding all around. Let's start again down at the legs. Here, he has very destroyed clothing from his fight with Frieza. It doesn't make a lot of sense how this is still standing up, but I assume it's the wind blowing that way, carrying it up. But it's blown out. It's nice and shaded. It features a lot of intricate molds and the tears and such. Then on the other leg, we have a bit more of a complete one, which doesn't make any more sense of how it's staying up. But it doesn't have to. He's meant to be posed in action. But sorry, there's a little bit of dust on this guy. I've had him for a while. Again, good shading, good molding, showing the clothes sort of sagging downward now that they're not fully connected. But I think they're supposed to be connected like here and here, but they don't really look like it. Then in the thighs, there's plenty. I don't know if you can see this, but there's, I don't know, is that in focus? Not really, but there's plenty of scuffs, and this isn't just from like tossing it around. There's scuffs in his clothes to represent the sort of like, the iconic Dragon Ball scratches on like your armor, your clothes, your skin. The farther you go into the fight, the more you have. Then here, you have some great molding, having the purple, the blue and the orange torn clothing from his shirt, which just melds really well, splitting right here with his torn up belt from his gi. And this tear along here looks really good. It really looks like his clothes got blasted off while Namek was collapsing. Great back muscle molding, as well as very nice, more, the tear continues, the belt, I guess you could say, still continues. I believe this is dual molded, but it might be printing. So like two different plastics injected into one mold. In the head, his face is very detailed. It has his nose, very pointy nose. His mouth is molded. His eyes are printed. His ears, again, everything here is very well molded, as it should be expected from SH Figuarts. But he just looks great, honestly. If you pose him with Frieza, it's a perfect match. These guys go so well together. I unfortunately don't have Frieza at the moment, but I am planning on getting him. Here, even his wristbands are battle damaged. They really went to some insane detail for this guy, and the shading all over him is great. There's shading in the middle of his muscles, on his arms and such. Something that a lot of 2.0s lack, at least from what I've heard. My collection's pretty small at the moment, but as you can see here, when you want to attach a new face, you just pull off his bangs, which which reveals a pretty big forehead there, Goku. And you take it off, and you get this horrifying looking thing that is, underneath his head. But then you just slide this back on, or your new face back on, and then slide this on. His hair is very well sculpted, going very waving back and up, and it's very well shaded with this orange in the middle, and all the shadows are all orangish, probably due to the energy he's, emitting, since he's not really sure of his power on Namek. But overall, he's a greatly shaded and molded figure. He just looks really good. There's no real flaws I can guess, except this looks a little strange. It looks, if you can see that, it looks like he's wearing 2 different pairs of pants. I understand why they did that to keep down on molding costs. It just looks a little awkward, but it's fine. You're not going to be noticing that because he's going to be, flying, firing a ki blast down at Frieza. Now, posing-wise, he doesn't come with any effect parts, and I really hate that. He should have come with at least a Kamehameha charge, so he could do, the Super Kamehameha. But he doesn't really need effect parts, but once you add effect parts into the mix, he just becomes so much better. So for our first pose, I'm going to attach his screaming face. Gotta get it out of the box. Give me a second. We're gonna take his screaming face. Gotta get it out. There we go. We're gonna pose it up like this. Slide it onto there. It's got a bit of a 5 head right now, but then slide this on. Ooh, there's a little bit of gunk there. Hold on. There we go. Then we're gonna want to pose him like this. Arms bent, knees like this, and hunched over. Really, this is him, at least like how I first posed him. Yelling like, "It's over, Frieza!" He says that a lot in the games. I don't actually think he ever said that in the show though. So maybe you don't want to pose him like this. I think it looks great still. It's very recognizable. Him pose. Come on, feet, work with me. Get it like that, and rotate him forward. Okay, get him like this, looking forward. Come on, jeez, this is just not working with me right now. We're gonna have to do this, and then unbend the knees a little bit, aren't we? Yeah. Oh, is that on all the way? No, it is not. Make sure that's in all the way. There we go. That's better. Pose him like this, arms bent, yelling. Yelling at Frieza that he's gonna, defeat him, kill him, even though he didn't. He should have, though. One of Goku's numerous mistakes in letting people live, like Raditz, Frieza, and some others. But I think this is a great pose if you don't have any effect parts. Now, if you do, I would recommend doing the Kamehameha charge effect, which I will do right now. I'm going to keep the screaming face on. So, this is the Kamehameha charge from Figuarts. I think it looks great, and it's from my Gogeta figure. Basically, just take the hands off, like this. Come on. It can be a little frustrating sometimes. They're so high quality, they're hard to customize. Come on. I've never had this much trouble before. Come on, let's go. There we go. There we go, little stumpy hands. He has no hands. But take this off, come on. I've never had this much trouble, jeez. They just really want to stay on there, don't they? All right, now fix his arms. While he screams on the ground. But take this. Ooh, that is kind of grimy. Hold on, let me wipe this off. Then take these hands right here. Whoops. Yeah. Pose this up on there. Slide it in. Come on. Come on, Goku. Work with me here. Come on. Can be a little annoying to attach the hands. So no figure's perfect. So this is one of his flaws. His just attaching the hands is really frustrating. If you, with hands like this, because you got to come at an angle and then push them on. There we go. Nope. Still no. Come on. They do not make this easy. Jesus Christ. I don't want to break his hand. Okay. Sorry. Just had to scratch something. I'm just gonna. Come on. Jeez. Why is it? Goku is just not cooperating right now. Come on, man. You're my favorite character. I don't want to. Oh, jeez. I don't want to break his fingers. There we go. Finally on. That That was really frustrating. Don't do that next time, Goku. I don't want to break your fingers. God, where's the other hand? Did I knock it off by accident? Crap. Where'd I put it? Crisis averted, everyone. Alright. Take it like this, then just... No, I don't want to bend his thumb. Don't bend his thumb. There we go. Okay, sliding on. There we go. Alright. After, completing the Herculean task of changing his hands, you have to get everything right again. There we go. And then... Oh, God, what is... Oh, his shoulder's upside down. There we go. Okay. Confused for what was wrong there for a second. After you complete the Herculean task of changing his hands, just slide that in there and squeeze his hands together while he's up, preferably, so you don't have to fiddle with him on the ground. So you don't have to pick him up and risk him dropping it. Come on, this is strangely not working with me right now. There we go. Pose him up like that. He's got a Kamehameha charge now. Ready to take out Frieza. But besides that, I'll just show those two poses for now, since I don't want to fiddle with his hands anymore. I don't want to break his hands by accident. Whoops, hit the box by accident. Then we just want to pull this off. Come on, don't break. Come on, there we go. Okay, hand off. Hand off, there we go. All right, back to his fists, and we'll wrap this up. Okay. There we go. Okay, cool. Come on. God, why? Oh, no, that's not good. Is that broken? It's not broken, but I think it cracked. That's no good. I'm not sure if that'll show up on... no, it won't. Okay. There's a small crack in his hand joint. There we go. All right, Goku. So, let me wipe his hands off. Okay, there we go. So, to wrap things up, Goku here is a great figure. He's a great entryway point. I know I had some technical issues with him, but he's a great figure. He's got great posability. He pairs really well with characters like Frieza or Vegeta. And if they ever release a Kid Gohan, he'll go really well with him. I'd probably give him a 9 out of 10. An 8 out of 10, because the thing is, he comes with no effect parts. And, they should have just included the Kamehameha charge. Or just the charge ball. They didn't even have to include all the little spines, or, charging lights. But he just feels so close to perfection, and then they just drop it by not including that, an effect part. But, in total, great figure. And, this is Ethan from Other Than Ethan Productions, signing off.